30 days ago, I had never touched Warcraft 3. I didn't know the races, the units, or even the basic mechanics. And yet, I dove myself into the challenge to learn the game and see how far I could get. This is what it taught me in 30 days. One of the first things I realized is that each race in the game plays completely differently. Different workers, different houses, different healing mechanics. I picked Night Elves. That means wisps, moonwells, and bears. Wisp don't build like other races. Sometimes they literally become the building, which affects your population cap. That's when I discovered my first optimization. Build the structure with a wisp to lose one pop, make a new wisp, then cancel the build to sneak in a 21/20 supply early. I started with a basic build, Demon Hunter with 5 archers into Dryads and Bears. I was told it was solid, and it was, but only once I learned to actually execute it. For days, I didn't realize my Bears needed tier 3 and an upgrade to transform. I was fielding druids that couldn't even turn into bears. Replays helped a lot. Eventually, I tried something totally different. All in aggression. Spend everything on tier 1, units and upgrades. Attack fast and attack often. No expansion, no tech. And you know what? It worked. Until it didn't. When I went all in, I started losing to players who just turtled. Defensive towers, base layouts, preemptive walls. I hated it, but I had to learn from it. My first instinct was to expand while I attack. Turns out, expanding and making army isn't always viable, especially because of upkeep. Once you go above 50 supply, you are mining gold at 70% income. The best move, expand and tech first, then build your army. That way, you delay upkeep and bank more gold before your push. Later on, chat suggested a better counter to turtlers. Don't expand, don't tech, just pressure harder. Tower push them, glaive throwers, build an Ancient of War right next to their base. But even that taught me something. If your push relies on timing and your building gets cancelled, your whole plan collapses. Cancelling buildings is huge in this game. Another big lesson, micro wins fights. Pull low HP units, use abilities, cancel buildings, disrupt tempo. But vision wins games. So many of my losses came from opponents sneaking expansions. If I had just scouted once more, things might have been different. I also realized that as a beginner, I should make pop-efficient units. If your timing is off or execution is sloppy, you want your army to still matter when the fight happens. Across 30 days and 450 games, I climbed all the way to 1475 MMR. That's top 20% on W3 champions. But the most interesting part wasn't the number, it was what changed along the way. From 900 to 1200, you're mostly playing against yourself. If you just do your thing, whatever that is, and don't mess it up, you win. It's all about figuring out a basic plan and executing it. That plan can be bad, but if you believe in it and clean it up, you will climb. Once you get into 1200 till 1400, things shift. You can still play your own game, but now you can be disrupted and you can start disrupting others. This is where I started to learn about win conditions and lose conditions. Playing Warden against human, your win condition is getting fast level 3 and harassing the economy. Letting them get up a free expansion, that's a lose condition. Even if you are ahead, you might lose if they go air and you don't have any anti-air. I once beat an undead early, expanded twice, felt in control, and then he came back with mass necromancer summon spam. I had nothing to deal with it. I don't even know if you can stop it once it's out, or if the real lesson is to never let it get there. This bracket taught me something critical. You need knowledge. You need to recognize what's coming before it's here, because by the time it's here, it might be too late. From 1400 onwards, the focus shifted again. Now it was about execution. If I played a tier 1 all-in, I needed sharper micro than my opponent. If I played standard or macro, I needed better damage mitigation, better scouting, and better decisions. You don't need to do everything well to win. 1 or 2 things could be enough, depending on your strategy. And even after all this, there's still so much I don't know. I barely touched late game. I almost never went tier 3 with 3 heroes, full upgrades. Why? Because in 30 days, you don't get enough games that last that long. I made a conscious decision to skip it. I also skipped a lot of unit matchups and race specific knowledge. Like what beats what in terms of damage types, armor types. What buildings do other races make? What do they mean? And how do you scout them properly? With Night Elf, I could look at their base and understand what was going on. Orc, I managed to figure out if they were going to harass from the start, from their shop timing. With human or undead, no idea. It's not something I liked ignoring, but I had to make trade-offs for the challenge. So, in 30 days, I reached 1475 MMR, top 25%. And more importantly, I learned a lot. Warcraft 3 taught me how to optimize, how to read the situation, how to pressure, how to assess risk and tempo. It taught me how to lose better, and it showed me that even in a 20-year-old game, there is so much to explore. If you enjoy try-hard challenges like this, consider subscribing, more are coming. And if you want me to explore a new game, genre, or do something dumb but hard, drop a comment. I'll read them all. Thanks for being part of this journey.